The lobby of the Zenith Royal Hotel glittered beneath the Dubai sun. Gold columns, crystal chandeliers, white marble floors that reflected every movement. It was a place of whispers and diamonds where billionaires checked in without a glance and oil magnates held court in velvet chairs. At 8:02 a.m., the elevator chimed. Emily Carter stepped behind the front desk. No designer heels, no gold watch, just a crisp navy hotel uniform, polished black flats, and a simple name tag, Emily, Guest Services. Her dark brown hair was neatly tied in a low ponytail, hazel eyes steady and kind. 3 months into the job, and every day was the same: smile, serve, stay invisible. But at the Zenith, staff weren't equals. The old guard of senior concierge and front desk supervisors treated her like the help. Especially Samantha Blake, front desk manager, sharp as glass, always in designer pumps and 2 red lipstick. And her clique. Derek Shaw, arrogant assistant manager, Rolex always flashing. Vanessa Liu, VIP hostess, more influencer than employee. Ryan Cole, bell captain with a mean streak. They hated that Emily didn't bow, that she was too calm, too different. It started small, snide remarks about her uniform. Wrong shade of lipstick, honey. Are those flats even regulation? Coffee orders dumped on her last minute. Shift changes forgotten. Emily said nothing. She was here to work, to save, to earn her way to something bigger. But today felt different. From the moment she clocked in, the whispers were louder. Eyes followed her. Samantha's smirk was sharper than usual. Something was coming. Emily just didn't know what yet. By noon, the lobby buzzed. A fleet of black cars lined the entrance. Today was the Zenith's annual VIP gala check-in, when the world's wealthiest arrived en masse. Billionaires, celebrities, royalty, and every eye, staff and guest alike, would be on the lobby. Emily smoothed her uniform and reset her name tag. She'd prepared for this. Her work was flawless. But Samantha and her clique had other plans. They'd been whispering all morning, watching her, grinning. At 12:47 p.m., the moment struck. A Saudi prince's entourage filled the lobby. Photographers hovered, paparazzi snapped, influencers live-streamed. The marble floor gleamed under the chandelier's light. Emily manned the center reception desk, calm, efficient, until Derek sauntered up, an untouched glass of deep red wine in hand. "Emily," he said loudly, voice syrupy, fake polite, "could you handle this tray for VIP Suite 701? He gestured toward a silver tray, perfectly balanced with another full glass of wine. Too full. Emily hesitated, her gut twisted. But she nodded. Of course. As she reached, Vanessa bumped her shoulder. "Oh, watch out, newbie," she gasped with a wicked grin. The glass slipped. A full pour of red wine cascaded. Not onto the tray. Not onto the floor. Over Emily's head. Wine soaked her hair, her uniform, dripping down her face and arms. The lobby gasped. Phones rose. Flashes fired. Gasps, murmurs, laughter. Emily stood frozen, crimson liquid streaking her pale blue blouse beneath the navy jacket, pooling at her feet. Samantha smirked from the desk, loud enough for the room to hear. "Oh dear, someone needs training in basic service skills." Derek chuckled. "Bet she bought that uniform on clearance anyway." Vanessa snapped a pic, whispering, "This is going viral." Emily's heart pounded, not from shame, but from something colder, sharper. She calmly removed her name tag, set it on the desk, and, without a word, picked up her phone. One text, one name, one message sent. Delivered, read, 12:58 p.m. The lobby still buzzed, gasps, whispers, phones recording. Emily stood behind the desk, wine-drenched hair clinging to her neck, her soaked uniform clinging to her frame. But her gaze was calm, her breath steady. At the far end of the lobby, the private elevator chimed. Ding! Heads turned, phones lowered. A strange hush swept the room. From the gilded doors stepped Alexander Pierce, CEO of Pierce International Hospitality Group, the conglomerate that owned the Zenith Royale and half the skyline. 6'3", tailored midnight suit, sharp jawline, piercing steel blue eyes. A man whose presence silenced boardrooms. But no one here knew, except Emily, that he was more than the CEO. He was her fiancé, and he'd just seen the live feed. He walked across the marble floor, purposeful, unhurried, eyes cold, face carved from stone. Every manager stiffened. Guests whispered, "That's Alexander Pierce." Samantha's blood ran cold. She adjusted her jacket, pasted on a bright smile. "Mr. Pierce, we didn't expect you." He ignored her, didn't even glance her way. He walked straight to Emily. The lobby held its breath. Alexander stopped before her, eyes softening for one beat. "Emily," he said, voice low but carrying, "are you ready to leave?" She met his gaze, drenched, humiliated, but unbroken. "Yes," she said softly. "One moment." She calmly placed her phone in her bag. That's when Samantha tried again, voice tight. "Sir, there was a small accident. The new girl—" Alexander turned, cold, unforgiving. "Who," he said, voice razor sharp, "poured wine on my fiancé?" The word hit the lobby like a bomb. Fiancé. Gasps. Guests froze. Staff paled. Derek nearly dropped his glass. Vanessa's phone slipped from her shaking hands. Ryan took a half step back. Samantha stammered, She never told us." She didn't need to. Alexander's gaze swept the room, steel and ice. "You will explain. Now." The lobby stood frozen. Alexander's voice echoed, "You will explain. Now." Samantha's lips trembled. "Sir, it was a misunderstanding. Emily was clumsy. The glass slipped." Alexander's gaze turned lethal. I watched the footage. A security officer stepped forward, tablet in hand. With one tap, the entire scene played out on the lobby's grand display wall. Vanessa's bump. Derek's pour. Samantha's mocking comment. Phones raised. Laughter. Every guest saw it. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Phones rose again, this time recording them. Alexander turned slowly. Derek Shaw, Vanessa Liu, Ryan Cole, Samantha Blake. He said each name like a verdict. "You're fired." Gasps. Samantha stumbled. "Sir, please, my record." "You have none worth saving." Derek blurted, "It was a joke, no harm meant." Alexander's gaze cut him down. "A joke on a woman you serve in front of the world?" Vanessa sobbed, "Please, my job, my career." Alexander's voice dropped. "You humiliated the wrong woman." A signal to security. 2 guards moved in. "Escort them out." The 4 paled. Derek tried to protest. Guards gripped his arm. Vanessa cried openly. Ryan looked ready to bolt. Samantha shook her head in disbelief. Alexander faced the lobby. "For the record, Emily Carter is my fiancé, and she will never again be disrespected in any property bearing my name." Guests applauded. Phones recorded every word. Alexander turned back to Emily, voice soft now. "Ready to go?" She nodded, calm, strong. He offered his arm. As they walked toward the elevator, the disgraced staff were dragged past them, sobbing, begging. Emily didn't even look their way. She had already risen above them. The video went viral overnight. Billionaire CEO fires staff after fiancé humiliated at Dubai's top hotel. Public justice, 5-star scandal caught on tape. Millions of views. Comments poured in. She stood there with so much dignity. That CEO is a king. They deserved it. Samantha tried to salvage her career with a tearful LinkedIn post. "I was under stress. It wasn't what it looked like." No one bought it. No one hired her. Her name became a cautionary tale in the hospitality world. Derek lost every job offer he had. Rumors swirled. Toxic manager, caught on camera, avoid. Last seen bartending in a back alley club, Rolex pawned. Vanessa? Influencer deals vanished. Her Instagram flooded with hate. She deleted her account, disappeared from social media. Ryan faded into obscurity, blacklisted by every major hotel chain. And Emily? She never returned to the Zenith. She didn't need to. Weeks later, she stood beside Alexander at the opening of Pierce International's new flagship hotel, in a sleek navy gown, no longer a uniform. Reporters snapped photos. CEO's fiancé, poised, graceful, unstoppable. She now advised on guest experience, building a career on her own terms. One evening, on the rooftop terrace of their private villa, Emily leaned against Alexander. "You didn't have to destroy them," she said softly. "They destroyed themselves," he replied, kissing her temple. "I simply revealed the truth." She smiled, hazel eyes shimmering under the stars. She had faced the worst and emerged stronger, not because of his power, but because of her own, and that was enough. Have you ever been underestimated or judged by how you look? Then this story is for you. Hit that like button if you believe in silent strength. Subscribe for more powerful justice stories. Share this with someone who needs to remember they are stronger than they know.